Photosynthesis, a term we hear in science class, but have you ever stopped to think about how extraordinary it really is? It's not just a process, it's the life-giving engine of our planet. Let's dive into how photosynthesis works in a way that'll make you see plants like never before. So, what exactly is photosynthesis? At its core, it's the process by which plants, algae, and some bacteria convert sunlight into energy. Think of plants as nature's solar panels. They capture sunlight, mix it with carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil, and voila. They create glucose, a form of sugar, which fuels their growth and survival. But how does it all work on a molecular level? The magic begins in the chloroplasts, tiny structures inside plant cells. Chloroplasts are like miniature factories filled with a green pigment called chlorophyll. This pigment is what gives plants their vibrant green color and their ability to absorb light. But here's the twist, they're picky. Chlorophyll absorbs mostly blue and red light, reflecting green light, which is why plants appear green to us. Isn't it fascinating how nature designed plants to work with specific wavelengths of light? When light hits the chlorophyll, it energizes electrons, kicking off the process called the light-dependent reactions. These reactions occur in the thylakoid membranes within the chloroplasts. The energized electrons move through a series of proteins, creating two key molecules, ATP and NADPH, which act like cellular batteries, storing energy for the next stage. Now comes the second stage, the light-independent reactions, also known as the Calvin cycle. This stage doesn't directly need sunlight, but it uses the energy stored in ATP and NADPH. In the Calvin cycle, carbon dioxide from the air is combined with other molecules to create glucose. It's like baking a cake, where carbon dioxide is the key ingredient and sunlight is the oven that powers the process. But why is photosynthesis so important for us? For starters, it's the reason we have oxygen to breathe. Oxygen is released as a byproduct during the light-dependent reactions. Every time you take a deep breath, thank a plant. Plus, photosynthesis is the foundation of almost every food chain on Earth. The glucose produced not only fuels plants, but also serves as the primary energy source for herbivores, which are then eaten by carnivores. It all starts with this one incredible process. And did you know some plants have adapted unique forms of photosynthesis to survive in extreme conditions? For example, desert plants like cacti use a variation called CAM photosynthesis, which lets them store carbon dioxide at night to conserve water. Meanwhile, some aquatic plants have specialized structures to capture carbon dioxide dissolved in water. Photosynthesis is as versatile as it is vital. But here's a wild thought. Could humans one day harness photosynthesis? Scientists are exploring ways to mimic the process for renewable energy, like creating artificial photosynthesis systems that could generate clean fuel. Imagine a future where we power cities using sunlight and carbon dioxide, just like plants do. So the next time you see a patch of grass, a tree swaying in the wind, or even the spinach on your plate, remember they're not just plants. They're nature's chemists, engineers, and providers, quietly fueling life on Earth with the power of sunlight. And that's the beauty of photosynthesis. Like and subscribe for more.